Today, we delve into a turbulent world facing significant challenges. From Colombia's presidential election amid rising violence to a deadly health crisis in Laos, the global landscape is shifting. Additionally, we explore the implications of a new encyclical from Pope Leo. Here are today's top 10 stories you need to know. Former Attorney General Pam Bondi provided testimony yesterday before the House Oversight Committee regarding the rollout of the Justice Department's Epstein-files. Her statement has garnered significant media attention, as it touches on high-profile issues of accountability and transparency within the Justice Department. Bondi's insights may shed light on the handling of sensitive information and the challenges faced by the department during a tumultuous period. As the committee continues its investigation, the implications of her testimony could have far-reaching effects on public trust in governmental institutions. This situation reflects the ongoing scrutiny of leadership and decision-making processes within the DOJ. Stakeholders are keenly awaiting further developments, as the committee aims to uncover the truth behind the Epstein-files rollout. In a significant development, a Google employee has been arrested for allegedly using insider information to profit approximately $1 million on the Polymarket platform. The allegations suggest that the employee had access to confidential data that influenced market decisions. This case underscores the ongoing challenges of corporate governance and the need for stringent ethical standards in the tech industry. The arrest has sparked discussions about the implications of insider trading in the digital age, particularly in emerging markets like cryptocurrency. As investigations continue, the tech community is watching closely, awaiting further details on the case. This incident raises critical questions about transparency and accountability in the corporate world. Stakeholders are advocating for stronger regulations to prevent similar occurrences in the future. In a surprising turn of events, a federal judge has blocked the Department of Justice from taking action on the proposed anti-weaponization fund. This fund was intended to provide essential resources for addressing gun violence and enhancing community safety, particularly in areas disproportionately affected by crime. The ruling raises significant questions about the future of efforts aimed at preventing gun-related incidents, as advocates for gun control express deep disappointment and frustration. The judge's decision underscores the ongoing national debate surrounding the Second Amendment rights and the complexities involved in implementing effective gun control measures. As communities continue to grapple with escalating issues of safety and violence, the implications of this ruling are profound. Stakeholders, from local governments to advocacy groups, are now evaluating alternative strategies to combat gun violence in light of this setback. Moving forward, innovative grassroots initiatives may emerge as crucial avenues for meaningful reform and community engagement. The Department of Justice is currently investigating the outside funding received by Jean Carroll for her civil lawsuits against former President Trump. Carroll's allegations, which include claims of sexual assault, have garnered significant media attention and public discourse, raising questions about the sources of financing for her legal battles. The investigation seeks to determine if there are any irregularities in these funding sources, particularly given the high-profile nature of the case. This scrutiny underscores the intricate relationship between politics and the judicial system, highlighting the need for accountability and transparency in legal proceedings involving influential figures. The implications of this investigation could extend beyond Carroll's case, potentially affecting public perceptions of Trump's presidency and the legal system's integrity. Legal experts suggest that the findings could either bolster Carroll's position or complicate her ongoing fight for justice. As the investigation progresses, it may reshape the narrative surrounding these allegations, influencing both public opinion and future legal strategies. International authorities are intensifying investigations into Kenneth Law, a figure linked to over 100 suspected suicides. Law is allegedly connected to a series of incidents involving individuals who faced immense personal struggles, often exacerbated by mental health issues. Reports indicate that Law promoted harmful substances, which have been linked to these tragic outcomes. His actions have raised alarm among mental health advocates and the public, prompting urgent calls for stricter regulations on the sale and distribution of such substances. Families of the victims are demanding justice and accountability, emphasizing the need for systemic changes to prevent further incidents. This case has sparked a nationwide dialogue about mental health awareness and the critical importance of providing adequate support to those in crisis. As investigations proceed, mental health organizations are mobilizing resources to offer help and promote awareness. The hope is that through these efforts, communities can foster a safer environment and ensure that individuals in distress receive the support they desperately need. U.S. Defense Secretary Hegseth is currently visiting Asia, where he has toned down previous warnings regarding China during discussions with regional allies. This diplomatic shift comes at a critical time as tensions in the Indo-Pacific escalate due to China's increasing military assertiveness and territorial claims. Hegseth's approach aims to foster a sense of reassurance among allies, emphasizing the importance of collaborative security measures. His meetings with defense ministers from Japan, South Korea, and Australia focus on enhancing joint military exercises and developing strategies to deter potential aggression from Beijing. This recalibration reflects a broader U.S. strategy of engagement that prioritizes dialogue over direct confrontation. The implications of these discussions could significantly reshape defense relationships in the region, potentially stabilizing security dynamics. As the U.S. seeks to strengthen alliances and counterbalance China's influence, the outcomes of these meetings will be pivotal. Looking ahead, the effectiveness of this diplomatic approach will be tested as regional actors respond to changing power dynamics and security challenges in the Indo-Pacific. Blue Origin's New Glenn rocket experienced a significant explosion during a recent test at the company's launch facility in Florida, raising serious concerns about potential delays in NASA's ambitious moon program. The incident occurred while engineers were conducting crucial pre-launch checks, and fortunately, no injuries were reported. However, this explosion has triggered an immediate investigation to determine the root cause, which could take weeks or months to conclude. The timing is critical, as this setback poses risks to NASA's Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the moon by the end of this decade. Industry experts are increasingly questioning the feasibility of upcoming missions, especially as Blue Origin grapples with the technical challenges that arise from this event. The incident highlights the inherent difficulties private space companies face in balancing safety with rapid innovation and development. As Blue Origin works to rectify these issues, it is essential for the company to communicate transparently with stakeholders about progress and timelines, ensuring the future of lunar exploration remains on track. Pope Leo has released his first encyclical, addressing humanity's relationship with technology and cautioning against the risks posed by artificial intelligence. This document encourages a dialogue on the ethical considerations surrounding technological advancements that are increasingly shaping our lives. With rapid developments in AI, the encyclical emphasizes the importance of maintaining human dignity in a digital age. The Pope warns about potential misuse of AI technologies if left unchecked, highlighting past instances where innovation has led to unintended consequences. As societies become more reliant on technology, he calls for a collective responsibility to ensure that these innovations serve humanity's best interests rather than undermine them. The encyclical resonates globally, especially among policymakers and tech leaders who are grappling with the implications of AI on jobs, privacy, and security. Its release has sparked discussions across both religious and secular circles, prompting a re-evaluation of our current trajectory regarding technological integration. Looking ahead, the challenge remains: how can we balance progress with ethical considerations to safeguard our future? The Pope's message serves as a critical reminder of the responsibilities accompanying innovation. In Laos, a deadly health crisis is unfolding as more gold miners fall victim to a mysterious illness. Government officials have reported hundreds of suspected cases, with fatalities rising alarmingly. This outbreak is particularly concerning given the country's reliance on mining for economic growth, which has often come at the expense of worker safety. investigations are underway to determine the source of this outbreak, with initial reports suggesting potential exposure to toxic substances commonly found in mining operations. Health authorities are urging miners to adhere to safety protocols while also increasing surveillance in affected areas. This crisis highlights the intersection of industry and public health as the government grapples with the need for stricter regulations in the mining sector. The impact is profound as families mourn their losses and communities rally for support to care for the sick. International health organizations are monitoring the situation closely, offering assistance and expertise to local health officials. As Laos confronts this challenge, the resilience of its people is being tested in unprecedented ways. Moving forward, the government must prioritize the health of its workers, ensuring that mining practices are safe and sustainable to prevent further tragedies. Colombia is on edge as the presidential election approaches its climax, with the nation divided amid escalating violence. Over recent weeks, clashes between rival political factions have intensified, leading to fears of further unrest on Election Day. This turmoil is rooted in decades of political and social strife, with historical grievances still resonating among the populace. The political landscape is characterized by deep polarization as candidates aggressively engage their supporters and tackle contentious issues such as corruption, economic inequality, and drug trafficking. Many voters express concern over their safety, with reports of intimidation and threats surfacing, particularly in rural areas where armed groups remain active. The international community is watching closely as Colombia's stability is vital for regional security, impacting neighboring countries grappling with similar challenges. Analysts suggest that the election outcome could significantly reshape Colombia's future trajectory, influencing everything from peace agreements with former guerrilla groups to foreign investment. As voters prepare to head to the polls, the stakes have never been higher. The potential for violence looms large, posing a threat to the democratic process. Observers anticipate that the election results will either usher in a new era of hope and reform or exacerbate existing tensions, ultimately determining Colombia's path forward in the coming years. Thank you for joining us for today's Global News Roundup. Which story shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.